The world keeps asking what you want to be when you grow up, even when you're already grown. I've been thinking about this pressure we carry, this expectation that we should always have some grand vision pulling us forward, some ambitious dream that gives shape and meaning to our days. As if living without a master plan makes us somehow less serious about life, less committed to our own potential. I hope that by the time we reach the end of this quiet conversation, you'll feel permission to exist without a destination. To be present to your life as it is, rather than constantly preparing for the life you think you should be building. You know that feeling when someone asks about your dreams, your goals, your 5-year plan, and something inside you goes quiet. Not because you don't care about your future, but because right now, just managing the present feels like enough work. When the idea of having to envision and pursue some larger purpose feels exhausting before you even begin. Maybe you used to have big dreams. Maybe you still do, but they feel distant, complicated, tangled up with expectations that don't quite fit anymore. Maybe you're in a season where small dreams feel more honest. The dream of sleeping well, of feeling peaceful in your own skin, of moving through your days without the constant hum of anxiety about whether you're redoing enough with your life. And then the guilt comes, doesn't it? The voice that says you're settling, that you're wasting your potential, that you should be reaching for something bigger, something that justifies the gift of being alive. That voice that turns your contentment into complacency, your rest into laziness, your acceptance into giving up. But what if that voice is wrong? What if some seasons of life aren't meant for dreaming big, but for living small? What if the pressure to always have a grand vision is actually keeping you from seeing the quiet beauty of what's already in front of you? I think we've confused direction with destination. We've been taught that without big dreams, we're just drifting, just existing without purpose. But maybe there's wisdom in drifting sometimes. Maybe there's purpose in existing without having to justify that existence with achievement or ambition, or some measurable progress toward a future goal. The truth is, big dreams can be a form of escape, a way of avoiding the present by constantly planning for a different future. When we're always reaching for what's next, we miss what's now. When we're always becoming, we forget how to be. There is something profound about learning to live in the space between where you've been and where you think you should be going. About finding peace in the not knowing and the uncertainty. In the simple act of responding to whatever life presents without needing to transform it into something more significant. Maybe you don't need a big dream right now. Maybe what you need is permission to not know what you want. Permission to be unfinished, unresolved, unoptimized for any particular outcome. Permission to tend to your life like a garden, not because you have a master plan for what should grow there, but because the act of tending itself is enough. I've been learning that there's a difference between having no dreams and having dreams that do look like dreams to other people. Maybe your dream right now is to feel less anxious. Maybe it's to sleep through the night without worry. Maybe it's to have a conversation without feeling like you need to perform. Or to sit in your own company without judgment. Or to make it through a day without comparing your inside to everyone else's outside. These aren't small dreams. These are foundational dreams. These are the dreams that make all other dreams possible. The pressure to have big dreams often comes from the belief that we're supposed to be constantly expanding, constantly growing, constantly becoming more than we are. But what if some of the most important work happens in the pauses between growth? In the seasons when you're not reaching for anything, but simply being present to what you already have, who you already are. What if instead of asking, what do you want to achieve, we asked, how do you want to feel? Instead of, where are you going? We asked, how are you here, now? Instead of, what's your purpose? We asked, what brings you peace? These questions don't demand big answers. They invite honest ones. I want you to know that if you're in a season without grand ambitions, that's not a failure of imagination. It might be the deepest form of self-care, recognizing that you don't have the bandwidth for big dreams right now. and honoring that truth instead of pushing against it. Sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is stop trying to want what you think you should want. Stop forcing yourself to be inspired by things that don't inspire you. Stop pretending to be excited about futures that don't excite you. Stop carrying dreams that were never really yours to begin with. Let me share what I've discovered about finding peace in the space where you don't need to dream big to live fully. First, recognize that small dreams are still dreams. The dream of having Sunday mornings without agenda. The dream of feeling comfortable in your own body. The dream of relationships that don't require you to be anyone other than who you are. The dream of work that doesn't drain your soul, even if it doesn't fulfill your destiny. These dreams matter. They count. They're worthy of your attention and care. Second, let your dreams be seasonal. Maybe you're not in a dreaming season right now. Maybe you're in a resting season, a healing season, a maintenance season. Maybe your energy is going toward surviving, recovering, or simply learning how to be present to your life as it is. Dreams can wait. They don't expire. They don't disappear just because you're not actively pursuing them. Some dreams ripen in the quiet times when you're not even thinking about them. Third, stop treating your lack of ambition as a character flaw. The world needs people who aren't constantly reaching for more, who can be content with enough, who can model what it looks like to exist peacefully without needing to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. Your acceptance of where you are right now isn't resignation, it's wisdom. It's recognizing that not every moment needs to be preparation for the next moment. Fourth, trust that clarity comes through living, not planning. The more present you are to your actual experience, your actual feelings, needs, preferences, and responses, the more clear you become about what you truly want, as opposed to what you think you should want. Sometimes the path to your dreams leads through the wilderness of not knowing what you want. Sometimes you have to stop trying to figure out your life in order to start living it. Fifth, find the extraordinary in the ordinary pursuit of feeling okay. There's something radical about prioritizing your peace over your productivity, about choosing presence over progress, about valuing how you feel over what you achieve. This is giving up on your potential. It's recognizing that your potential includes the potential to be content, to be present, to be at peace with yourself and your life as they are right now. Sixth, remember that dreams can be as simple as wanting to feel like yourself. Maybe your dream isn't to become someone different, but to become more fully who you already are, to feel at home in your own skin, to trust your own instincts, to speak your own truth, to live according to your own rhythms, rather than the rhythms the world demands of you. These are profound dreams disguised as simple ones. The beautiful thing about not having big dreams is that it frees you to notice small wonders. When you're not constantly scanning the horizon for what's next, you can see what's here. When you're not always becoming, you can appreciate being. When you're not reaching for extraordinary, you can find magic in ordinary. I think some of the most peaceful people I know are the ones who've made peace with not knowing where they were going, who've learned to trust that they don't have to have it all figured out, who can move through their days with presence and kindness, without needing those days to add up to some grand narrative of achievement or self-actualization. Maybe your life doesn't need a plot. Maybe it can just be a series of moments, each one complete in itself. Maybe your story doesn't need a dramatic arc of transformation. Maybe it can be the quiet story of someone learning to be human with grace. There's something we don't talk about enough: the courage it takes to live without big dreams in a world that demands them. To say I don't know what I want in conversations that expect you to have a vision. To choose presence over productivity, peace over progress, being over becoming. That's not giving up. That's growing up. That's recognizing that your worth isn't tied to your ambitions. Your value isn't measured by your goals, and your life doesn't need to be extraordinary to be meaningful. Maybe right now, your job isn't to dream big. Maybe it's to dream small, dream honestly, dream sustainably. Maybe it's to dream dreams that feel like rest rather than work. Dreams that invite you deeper into your life rather than asking you to escape it. The world will always be full of people with big dreams. It needs more people who can be content with small ones, who can find depth in simplicity, meaning in maintenance, purpose in presence. Your dreams don't have to impress anyone. They don't have to fit any template or timeline or expectation. They just have to be yours, true to your actual experience, honest about your actual capacity, gentle with your actual needs. And sometimes the most honest dream is the dream of not needing to dream anything more than what's already here. If you're tired of feeling like you should want more than you want, if you're ready to explore what it means to live fully without living big, this channel is for you. Subscribe if you want to rest in a space where small dreams are celebrated, where not knowing is acceptable, and where your life doesn't need a grand purpose to have profound value. Because sometimes the biggest dream is the dream of being allowed to live small. Quietly, peacefully, exactly as you are, exactly where you are, exactly now.